So a quick update on my homemade traffic advisor bar that I'm making. If you look at the video before this, you can actually see it working and see some of the flash patterns and whatever. And that's all great, but in order to use it, you need a way to mount it. And since this thing is going inside the back window, I needed to figure out a way to get creative with that. So the light pods themselves, you can actually see they're separated. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 pods on here right now. This one's red, this one's blue. I'm going to have to either order another red one for this side or order 2 more orange ones so the whole bar is orange. But anyways, so I've taken the pods, I've actually mounted them all on a piece of C-channel here. So now as you can see, it's one bar. And in order to mount it inside the rear window of the car that I'm putting it in, the roof actually, it has a slight curve to it. So I needed to figure out a way to mount that securely and accommodate for that curve. So what I've done is I've actually, on the ends of this seat channel here, I've mounted 2 L brackets together. The bottom one's securely attached to the seat channel, and the top one is actually removable by 2 bolts from the bottom one. Should I ever want to drop it or service it or change anything or whatever, I want it to be easily accessible, but I also want it to be solid and secure while it's up there. So these 2 nuts on the end here I'm going to replace with lock nuts. I'm just using these ones because they're easy to spin on and off and play with. So for these top L brackets here, as you can see, it's just got the 2 holes in there. And what I've gotten is I've gotten this piece of just flat bar right here. I'm no metalsmith or whatever, so flat bar is not the correct term. Excuse me. So this thing is actually going to be bolted in, or rather screwed in. I've already looked under the headliner, and there's about a gap that big between where the headliner sits on and the actual roof of the vehicle. So I could just use maybe 4, 5, 6 of these straight up through it to secure this to the bottom of the headliner and into that metal space behind it. So that'll hold it there. This bar will actually follow this top bar here will follow the curve of the roof. So that'll be held securely up there. And then from that top bar, I can mount these L brackets to this bar. So that way, if I ever, well, not only is it going to be secure and held on by multiple points instead of hoping that these 2 holes line up with something, that way everything's up there is secure. I have additional space to work with should I want to mount something else. And then it's easy to remove just by 2 bolts on each side. I can drop it and change it and do whatever I want with it, really. So there's that. Hopefully I'm going to go down and measure right now, get all my measurements together, cut everything the way it's supposed to be mounted up. Then maybe later today I'll make another video of showing it in there.